Good evening, everybody. In today's session on logarithm, before we start, this quote for you by Thomas Edison. Many of life's failures are people who did not realize how close they were to success when they gave up. Many of life's failures are people who didn't realize how close they were to success when they gave up. Today's word is lenient. It is an adjective. More merciful or tolerant than expected. They believe that judges are too lenient with terrorist suspects. Let us discuss how to subtract a greater number from the smaller one. See, I have asked you not to change the order. Basically, why subtraction is difficult and division also, because in logarithm there are some numbers in which integral part is positive, negative, but the fractional part, which we call mantissa, is always positive. So let us discuss this. If I ask you to subtract, see, bar 3.17 minus 2.81. Now, how to perform this subtraction? See, for that, you will write this as bar 3.17. Below that, write down 2.81. Remember, you have to perform subtraction as it is. Now, what is 7 minus 1? It is 6. Now, can you subtract 8 from 1? No, you have to take 1 borrow, right? So, 1 plus 10 rather. So, 11. What is 11 minus 8? 3. Now, I will write this directly and then I'll explain. This is nothing but bar 6. I will tell you the logic. See this part again. What is 7 minus 1? 6. What is 11 minus 8? 3. So from bar 3, you have to subtract what? 2 plus 1. See, I will write this separately. From bar 3, you have to subtract what? 2 and 1. That is 2 plus 1. Now bar 3 is minus 3. Minus, what is 2 plus 1? 3. So minus 6. But remember, minus 6 is to be written as bar 6. Why? Because this 0.36 part is positive. Write down. Tell you. Next one, 1.78 minus 3.28. See, which is the usual method? In that, we subtract smaller number from greater number and we attach sign of greater number. So what is 1.78 minus 3.82? It is minus 2.04. But when I say minus 2.04, see, I'll write answer here only, but it is not useful as far as finding anti-log is concerned. It is minus 2.04. See, this is not correct because means subtraction is correct, but here fractional part is negative. We don't want negative fractional part, and that is why we perform subtraction as it is. Let me explain. What is 8 minus 2? 6. What is 17 minus 8? It is 9. Borrowed 1. So from 1, remember, from 1, we have to subtract what? We have to subtract this 3 and borrowed 1. So 1 minus 4, that is minus 3. But minus 3 is to be written as bar 3. I'll repeat, don't worry. 8 minus 2, 6. 17 minus 8, 9. So from 1, we have to subtract 3 and this borrowed 1. So 1 minus what? 1 minus 4, which is minus 3. But minus 3 is to be written as bar 3. Is that clear? Good. Now you should ask me, sir, are these two answers same? Yes, they must be the same. Let us see. Bar 3.96 means what? Minus 3 plus 0.96. Yes, minus 3 plus 0.96 is minus 2.04. But we have to write in this form only because fractional part because we are going to find anti-log of this, right? We cannot find anti-log of minus 2.04 because fractional part is nothing but negative in this case. I hope that this is clear to you. Now, let us discuss how to divide how to divide log value by a number. See, the problem arises when the fractional part, rather the integral part, not fractional part, integral part is negative. If I ask you to divide 2.36 by 4, yes, it is possible, right? But if I ask you to divide bar 2.36 by, let us divide by 2 first. Okay, we'll increase degree of difficulty slowly. Now, how will you divide this? See, division is not that easy because here fractional part is positive because it is mantissa, but integral part is negative. But luckily, bar 2, that is minus 2, is divisible by 2. See how I'm writing this? This is bar 2 upon 2 plus 0.36 upon 2. Now what is bar 2 minus 2? What is minus 2 upon 2? Minus 1. But we write this as bar 1 plus 0 point. Now this is nothing but 0.8. So I can combine this to get bar 1.18. I hope this is clear to you. Okay. Now this division is not at all difficult because this integral part, though it is negative, it is multiple of 2. Okay, let us try this. Next one. What is bar 1.82 divided by 2? Yes, working rule is very simple. Let me explain. And you have to follow this method only. Bar 1 is minus 1. I hope you agree with this. 0.82 upon 2. Next step is important. See, minus 1 is not divisible by 2. But the integer after minus 1 divisible by 2, forget about sign first because it is say bar 1. So bar 2 is divisible by 2. See what I am doing? Minus 1 as it is. I subtract 1 to make hisab barabar. I immediately add 2. I immediately add 1. Have I written the same thing? I'll explain once again. Bar 1.82 is minus 1 plus 0.82. Now I subtract 1 from this. So minus 1 minus 1. Why 1 only? Because minus 2 upon 2 is an integer. But I cannot just subtract minus 1. To make hisab barabar, I must add 1 to it plus 0.82 as it is. Next step. See, don't see, many students have tendency, they say, sir, we are not getting. Let me complete the solution first. Minus 1 is minus 2. Okay. Now 1 plus 0.82 is 1.82 upon 2. Split numerator. So minus 2 upon 2 plus 1.82 upon 2. Why are we doing this? Because fractional part must be positive. Minus 2 upon 2, minus 1. Now, how to divide 1.82 by 2? You should know that it is 0.91. Yes, this is bar 1, 0.91. See, our aim is to find anti-log of this. This is log x equal to. So x is anti-log. But can we find anti-log of this directly? No. We have to write this as bar 1.91. So x is anti-log of this. I hope this is clear to you. We'll be solving 2-3 examples. Don't worry. There is one more method. Some teachers may use that method. So I'll explain another method also. But according to me, this is the simplest method. But let me tell you another method also. Bar 1.82. What they do, they say it is minus 1 plus 0.82. Yes, absolutely right. Okay. Now, what is minus 1 plus 0.82? It is nothing but minus 0.18. Absolutely right. Okay. Now upon 2 upon 2 upon 2. So minus 0.09. Can you find anti-log of this? No. So again they say no problem. Subtract 1, add 1. Now it is minus 1. Bar 1. 1 minus 0.09 is 0.91. Same as obtained earlier. Right? So this is how we have to subtract one, rather we have to subtract a log value in which char is negative by a number. The next one is bar 2.15 upon 5. Bar 2 is minus 2 plus 0.15. Now denominator is 5. So I will say minus 2 minus 3 plus 3. Now one student is asking, sir, can I write minus 2 minus 8 plus 8? Yes, that is also correct. But why to write minus 8? You could have said minus 13 plus 13, but the smallest possible is minus 3. So minus 2 minus 3 plus 3 plus 0.15 as it is. So this is minus 5 plus 3.15 upon 5. Split numerator. I hope you won't say mathematics made simple. 5 cancel minus 1. That is not silly mistake. That is more than Himalayan blunder. Minus 5 upon 5 is minus 1. Don't write minus 1. Write bar 1. 3.15 upon 5 is what? 0.63. Now the last one. Then we will start solving problems in which denominator is greater than numerator. Okay. So what 2.13 plus bar 1.31 minus bar 2.13, okay, divided by 4. Tell me what is the value. See, the main first job is what? Find out numerator separately and then divide it by 4. Start solving. Okay, let me explain this one. 2.13 plus bar 1.31 minus bar 2.13 upon 4. 2.13 plus bar 1.34. 3 plus 1, 4, 1 plus 3, 4. Into, you have to add bar 1, that is minus 1. 2 plus minus 1, 1. This is positive. Yes. See, if integral part is negative, you have to write that using bar notation. Now from 1.44, you have to subtract bar 2.13. You have to do subtraction in that order only. 4 minus 3, 1. 4 minus 1, 3. From 1, you have to subtract 2. So 1 minus, what is bar 2? Minus 2. So, I'm sorry, from 1 you have to subtract bar 2. So 1 minus minus 2. That is 1 plus 2, 3. 3.31 divided by 4 is 0.8275. One student is asking, sir, if there is no bar, if all uh, the integral parts are positive, are we supposed to perform normal division? Yes. See, in the beginning only I have told you that question arises in case of negative integral part, because fractional part is always positive. Cube root of 176.4. You have to find the value. Cube root means raised to 1 upon 3. Let x be this number. So what is log x? Log of m raised to n is n log m. So 1 upon 3 log of. Now integral part 176. It's a 3-digit number. Characteristic is 2. And what is the log value? Final 2.2465. Division is simple because integral part is positive. Divide this by 3. So log x comes out to be 0.7488. So what is x? Anti-log of this. See, when you find antilog, you always get 4-digit number. Now, this integral part decides the position of decimal point. Now, which 4-figure number you get? 5608. As characteristic is 0, there must be only one digit in the integral part. Yes, you can verify this. How? Find log of this. You should get 0.7488. So what is the cube root? It is 5.608. Second, find reciprocal of 861. Try. Second, find reciprocal of 861, that is 1 upon 861. Let x be 1 upon 861. So what is log x? Log of 1 upon 861, log of m upon n. See, there are three laws and you should be able to apply them. What is log of m upon n? Log m minus log n. What is log 1? 0. Now you have to perform subtraction as it is. What is log of 861? 861 is a 3-digit number. So characteristic is 2. I have seen many students writing characteristic as 860. Come on. When will be the characteristic 860? When there will be 861 digits in the number. See, characteristic is not number minus 1, it is number of digits minus 1. So 2 point, find the number which is in row 86 and column 1. It is 9350. Of course, fractional part. Subtraction, 0 minus 0, 0. Borrowed 1, so 10 minus 5, 5. Now 10 minus 4, 6. 10 minus 10, 0. So from 0, you have to subtract these 2 and borrowed 1. So 0 minus 3, minus 3. But negative char is to be written using bar notation. This is log x. So what is x? Will you say log of this? No, anti-log of this. Now when we find anti-log, for time being, we do not consider char because char tells us the position of decimal point. Now some students, they neglect this 0 also. No, see the anti-log table, first row is headed by 0.00. So you're not supposed to neglect this. Okay. You always get a 4-digit number. It is 1161. Now characteristic is bar 3. So there must be 2 zeros immediately placed after decimal point. Yes. So final answer 0.001161. Right down. Next one. 17.6 into 431.2. 681.3 into 45. Try. See, please do not write intermediate steps. I want final answer and you are not expected to use calculator. Now next one, 17.6 into 431.2 upon 681.3 into 45. Let this be x. Take log. Log x equal to log of m upon n is log m minus log n. But in the numerator and in the denominator also. What is logarithm of product? Sum of the logarithm. But in the denominator, both terms will be negative. What is log of 17.6? 1.2455. To it add log of 431.2. It is 2.6347. Addition is simple. It is 3.8802 less log 681.3, which is 2.8333. Again, subtraction is simple one because we are subtracting a smaller number from greater. So you get this. Now from this, you have to subtract log of 45, which is 1.6532. See, usually what do? We subtract smaller from greater and we attach sign of greater. But here we will not do that because in that case fractional part will be negative. So as it is subtraction. 9 minus 2, 7. 6 minus 3, 3. 14 minus 5, 9. 10 minus 7, 3. So from 1, you have to subtract this 1 and borrowed 1. So from 1, you have to subtract 2. 1 minus 2 is minus 1, means bar 1. So what is x? Antilog of this. Now while finding antilog, do not consider char. Char is used to decide position of decimal point. So you get 4-digit number 2476. Char is bar 1, means there is no zero immediately placed after decimal point. So the answer 0.2476. Now next one, you are asked to find 8.61 cube minus root 17.6. If you say take log in the first step, that is wrong, because log of m minus n is not defined. So these two are to be obtained separately. Let x be cube of 8.61. So log x is log of 8.61 cube. That is 3 log of this. Now log value is 0.935 multiplied by 3. So you get this. So what is x? Anti-log of this. Initially do not consider char. You get this 4-digit number. Now characteristic is 2. So there must be 3 digits in the integral part. So cube is 638.3. Let y be root of 17.6. Root means raised to half. So what is log y? Half log of 17.6. So log y comes out to be this. Division is simple because integral part is positive. So log y comes out to be 0.6228. So what is y? Antilog of this. When you see antilog, you always get 4-digit number, carry 0. So there must be only 1 digit in the integral part. So put decimal point after 4. So 4.196. Now what is subtraction? It is. Now don't ask me, sir, are we supposed to use log table for this? Tomorrow you will ask me, sir, 17 minus 11. Are we supposed to use log table for that? No. So subtract to get 634.104. Now these are the sums for homework. You have to be very careful. See, this is in the third sum, 181 into 631 raised to half. And what about first one? 1 by 4 log of 0.17. What is log of 0.17? Bar 1 point. Now you should know how to divide bar 1 by 4. I already explained that. So you can try these sums. Now in the fourth one, of course, you have to treat this as u, this as v, or x and y, and find these separately. Use common sense. See, 1.7, if you say this is 2, what is 2 raised to 7? 2 raised to 7 is 128. So this answer should be less than 128, right? What is 331 square? It is 961. And even if you consider this as 100, so 961 upon 100 is 9.61. So don't say that answer of this part is 1000, 2000, like that. So we stop here.